Hello everyone. Before we get started, please like and share and comment on this video once it's done. This helps with the algorithm so it can push my videos out there for people who might be a fan of my content. Also, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. And make sure you cut on that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. Thank you. Jennifer was getting ready to go on her date. As she was getting herself together, she noticed something that popped up on her face. She looked and realized it was a pimple. She was horrified because she had to go on her date within about an hour, and this pimple looked noticeable. She grabbed her some ointment and rubbed the ointment on the pimple. She knew that this ointment would get rid of it within 30 minutes, and by the time she met up with her date, who was a handsome and attractive entrepreneur, and she couldn't mess this up. Nothing could go wrong. And so once she put the ointment on, she got herself together, took her bath, and when she got out, she noticed that the pimple was gone. Relieved, Jennifer got herself together. She combed her hair as she looked in the mirror one more time while grabbing her purse. Before she really looked in the mirror, she heard a car honking. She looked outside and she saw that it was her date. She looked in the mirror, and as she was about to step away from it, she noticed something that caught her attention. She saw three, one on her cheek, one on her chin, and another on her forehead. Jennifer screamed as she said to herself, "No, this can't be happening. What is this stuff that's popping up on my face?" Jennifer texted her date to let her know that she would be down in about 3 minutes. She ran upstairs, trying not to trip over her dress, to get the ointment to rub on her forehead, her chin, and her cheek. Once she done that, she didn't have time to wait 30 minutes before it started to heal, but she knew that it would heal. So she ran downstairs, put on her heels, and walked out. When she got out, her date opened up the door and she got inside the car. She held her head down because she didn't want her date to see the pimples or whatever that was forming on her face healing. When they got to the restaurant, her date ordered her food and ordered his. She still had her head slightly down with sunglasses on. The man talked to her and asked her, "Hey, I just noticed something. Why do you have your head down? I'm not gonna make fun of you. Why don't you lift your head up? I want to see your face." "Oh, yeah, sure, I'm sorry, I'm on my phone. Hold on one second." Jennifer grabbed a portable mirror out of her purse and looked, and when she did, she was terrified of what happened. Not only did the pimples that she tried to get rid of stayed on her skin where they were at, she developed more and more and more pimples to the point a lot of it was dripping out with pus. Jennifer was terrified and embarrassed. Before she got up to try to go in the bathroom, they started to come with the food. Her date immediately started to eat, and Jennifer was hungry, but her face was all messed up and it had pimples on it, and it had pus dripping down. She excused herself and went in the bathroom and rubbed more ointment on there. It took about 15 minutes before it disappeared. When she came back, she saw that her date was still eating. She finally started to eat her food. She felt alright, and she thought that the date was going to go well now that her face was clear. But as she was eating, she saw something fly from her face onto her date's food. Her date did not even notice it. He had spaghetti. The thing that flew on her date's spaghetti was pus. Jennifer knew it. She looked down to make sure her boyfriend wouldn't see, and she grabbed her portable mirror, and when she looked, she wanted to scream as she saw pus just dripping down like a running faucet. It kept on dripping with ooze. It looked disgusting. As Jennifer looked back up at her date, she saw that her boyfriend was getting ready to eat the part of the spaghetti that had pus on there. She knew she could have said something, but she didn't. While he was eating, she lifted her head down to try to pop the pimples, But the moment she did, she looked up, and for some reason, the pimple squirted out more pus. A lot of it. Her whole entire face was squeezing out pus. Her date saw this, and he looked down at his spaghetti to see all the yellow, nasty pus on his spaghetti. Oh my God! What the fuck? Oh, I'm gonna be sick! Her date vomited right in front of her. He ran off as she kept on vomiting. Jennifer knew that her date was over, and that man was never coming back. Jennifer requested her an Uber, and she got in hiding her face as a lot of pus was coming down. She had to hold her sweater on her face so none of it won't get inside the Uber car. When she got home, she ran into the bathroom as she saw her whole entire face just turned into pus. She was terrified and confused on how this was happening. Jennifer tried to put on some of that ointment, but it didn't do no good. Her face just kept on dripping with a bunch of pus. She then started to feel nauseous, and then she ran towards the commode, and you guessed it, she threw up pus. She was coughing and barfing and throwing up, and then eventually she can feel pus thickening inside of her pipes where she breathed inside of her throat. She had a hard time breathing, and then she collapsed. And as she collapsed, pus came out of her ears, nose, mouth, and eyes. She laid there, dead.